Aging is mandatory. Maturing is optional. You can't tell age, I ain't gonna get gray. I ain't graying. And if you do, you got to go get you one of those little bottles. Amen. Or if you're a woman, you're going to slap a wig up there and get you some dye. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell age. You know, I'm a middle-aged man, and my age is in the middle. I got a choice to hit the gym or either get one of them things they got for men down there, have them looking like this. No muscles up here, but this is tucked in. Because if it goes up, it's supposed to have some pecs.
Don't do it.
I might have to give you some of that. I'll be like, prophet. But I want to help us out. This is a Feast of Tabernacles. You good with this Feast of Tabernacles? Okay, good. It's a Feast of Tabernacles. So I know something, and this is something the Lord dropped in my spirit some time ago. He said, churches are destroyed by wolves, split by goats, and unguarded because of careless watchdogs. Yep, churches are destroyed by wolves, split by goats. Yeah, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down. Got it. Churches are destroyed by wolves, split by goats, and unguarded because of careless watchdogs. Who let the dogs out? I can't wait to get to this. This is going to be about 3 Sundays. Amen. How many know that? Y'all already figured that. If I just started my message 25 minutes in, you already know that we ain't going to be stopping. We're going to finish today, right? But anyhow. But we got to understand, number one, we got to deal with the sheep. That's my calling. My calling is to deal with sheep. I'm a shepherd. I got to deal with sheep first. Sheep first. Before we talk about the dogs and get to the goats and the wolves, let's talk about the sheep. What a sheep needs to be able to do. Sheep is very, very important. Tell your neighbor it's important.
It's important
to understand sheep commands.
Sheep commands.
Very important. Because most folks come in as goats, wolves, or whatever. But God He wants to bring us to a point where we can be sheep. Where we can respond to things. Not react. Because most of us, when instructions come, we react it. Because we season it. Does that really matter right now? You know, and if it really fits what you're doing, you say, oh yeah, I'm in. But if it don't, God forbid, it causes some things. So when you really, let's look at some positive stuff. So when you really a sheep, when you really want to be led, when you really want to be guided, when you really want to make the most of your life, most sheep that understand this command, they like still waters and avoid bitter or agitated waters of strife, turmoil, and debates. You can always find a real good sheep because they'll come tell. They'll say, you know what, I was talking to so-and-so, and they really get on my nerves. That's all they do. Because real sheep want still waters. They don't want dusty water. They don't want a miry water. They want a water that's still, where it's quiet, serene. You know what I'm saying? Not provoking and not the tongue is on edge and set on the fires of hell. Not in the gossip. Not in the turmoil and the debates and strife. They ain't trying to get the latest information on everybody. Want the 411. They can care less. They just want to come and be fed. They ain't trying to get close to nobody, trying to get the 411 on pastor, and they ain't trying to get real creative with the secret formulas on how to get close to apostle and prophet. In fact, if you want to get close to me or a prophet, respond to the messages.
Come on, say it.
Yeah, we'll do that right there. You get close to me, trust me, my heart turned towards you, I love you to death. When I find out that, man, this person really listening, they really getting it, they really trying to apply the principles. That makes a pastor heart fun. You want to make my heart fun, you can't smooth me. Can't say good things, because I've had people come in and say good things and leave. I've been praying for this ministry. Thank God he brought me here. Hit one area, hit another area, hit another area, and they say, oh, my job is up. God sent me to another apostolic ministry. And I had to tell him, I said, no, your job ain't up. You going on your own volition. No, God didn't release you, but you can go. Especially if I got to talk to you 2 or 3 times. Oh, please do. Please. I ain't going to lose no sleep on that. Look, and the next point is, this is the next command: eat as long as the shepherds allow them. Because they love green pastures. They don't have a problem. They can just eat. They don't have a problem with it. They don't mind it. They love to just sit there and just hear the shepherd. Just talk. I just want to hear the voice. I just want to hear the sound that comes from you. I just want to know the cadence and the culture of the kingdom. And they just eat. But they eat by still waters. So they don't want their attention to be distracted. They don't want to be as distracted by frivolous activity. So they eat as long as the shepherds allow them. So they understand. Next one, this is good. Never miss feeding times. Oh. Y'all don't look at nobody. You're going to tell them. You know, some folks, they just come and feed every now and then. You know, because sometimes the grass, we think it's green on the other side. One thing you never got to worry about a sheep. They know where to find a shepherd. See, that's the thing we've been taught erroneously. That it's the shepherd's responsibility to go find the sheep. And I'm going to help you out on that little story in Luke 15 that messed y'all up. Where he took the 99 and he took them up and then found out one was missing. We think it was his role to go find that one. It was a message that nothing will be left behind. Ain't got nothing to do with domestic stuff. Ain't got nothing to do with pastoral duties. It was Jesus letting us know, because he went to 3 phases. He talked about the sheep, the coin, and the prodigal. That was a message to natural Israel. We can get stuff out of it, but you can't put that false thing on me and say, well, if I really meant something to you, you come look for me. Now, well, why not respond? What's the problem? How old are you now? Every shepherd is only responsible for those that respond. If you don't respond, then you may not be my shepherd. I mean, my sheep.
Good.
That's how we know. That's how in ancient biblical times, that's how it was. The shepherd would stand on a peak. And I did some study and found out that shepherds, it wasn't miles apart. They were close because they would protect one another's foes. And each shepherd could get up on a peak, and all of them could say something at the same time, and the sheep would come to that shepherd because they knew his voice. And they had to go looking for him. They ain't got to call him up. This is not a community center.
Go ahead.
Come on now. This is a training center to train you up to act responsible. You've been saved for how long? It only takes 3 years to bring forth fruit. 3 years. 3 years. It only takes 3 years. You've been saved 9 years and ain't doing nothing. You are a problem. Your life should be 3 times as better. But it all is predicated upon your willingness to submit to God, though. I understand that. I understand that. So they never miss feeding times. You know, I've heard more excuses over the last few years. People got so many excuses. See, they understand that I'm going to be fed. I'm coming to the church to be fed. I don't have to go to another field to be fed. I got a field. I'm going to graze in this field because there's a design in its principles. If you ever looked it up, you'll find out pastors, the word pastor, not the one with the U-R-E-S, is principles. The root word is nomos. It's principles. So when he said you're going to find pastors, he said you're going to find principles. Most of us think he's talking about rest. He's talking about teaching. So when you get around your church, your fold, your people, you get taught. You ain't resting. You're instructed. You're empowered. Your understanding is changing. Number 4. They listen attentively to the word. Most sheep want a clear sounding word. They can tell the voice of a stranger. They don't want that goofy stuff. They want the word that comes from God. It's tailor-made. They can receive it. They know it's an engrafted word. There's no hostility. There's no angst. There's no animosity. They want a pure thought from God. They're not measuring the word. Most sheep can receive from anybody. Most sheep don't pick and choose. Who feeds them? Most sheep responds to the voice. So it's not necessarily only what they're being fed, but there's a respect for the voice, the mandate.
Yes.
This is a good one. They love to be sheared. They understand they can be frisky. They'd rather be light and frisky than to be heavy. You ever seen a dog? Even some sheep. You can see sheep, man, they got that old unique smell. I've been around a sheep before. And a lot of stuff get tangled up. And when I did the study on the Lord is my shepherd, I found a lot of different things about all the other stuff I didn't include, but some good stories in there. That a shepherd would have to go through the sheep at night and check